were beautiful. And they'd...
I'm so excited for dinner tonight.
What's dinner tonight?
I don't know, I'm just excited for dinner tonight. Is this for your YouTube?
This is just for everything.
Cha-cha's up. I saw this couple doing a video where they were like cheating or no cheating, and they were giving each other scenarios as to like whether the other one would think that it's cheating or not. I feel like we could do something like that, but like with X.
With X?
Yeah.
We can.
You know?
Yeah.
But and have it be like gym and like personal development related stuff.
Yeah. To me?
Yeah.
Your upper lip. Puckers. I hate when people walk in the
I know,
road.
me too. There we go.
How do you... Damn. How do you do it all?
I have $24 to my name, so spend it wisely.
Our backs are against the wall. $24 in a fucking dream. 50K in debt.
No, I don't think we're 50K in debt anymore.
49K in debt.
What's your plan? Do you have one?
Yeah. Yep. That's plenty.
Yeah, I mean, we have everything that we need.
We have everything that we need. We just gotta fucking execute. We will go down in we will go down in infamy. Infamy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. See, my way is just complete disillusion that we are gonna get to what we need to do. Which is why we have $24 in our fucking name. And we're still gonna go to fucking Starbucks. Because we're not fucking worried.
We're gonna be telling our own story. About how we had $24 and we were still going to Starbucks. Spend our last $24 on the...
Because it's what the coffee does to you. You know?
Yeah, because if we weren't to get coffee today, we would reaffirm to ourselves, damn.
And we'd stay in this fucking negative headspace. But the second we buy the coffee, we one get to work, we're gonna get another fucking viral video based off this hike. We're probably gonna get a few more. That's gonna lead to like 5 inbound. These 5 inbounds are we're all gonna close it. And then we would have made 20K in a fucking week.
That's exactly how it's gonna work. Boom, video montage. I've always been the person that like just denies myself nothing. Like I never tell myself no.
You wanna go to Dunkin' instead?
Fuck Dunkin'. Dunkin's so nasty.
Dunkin's ass. What do you think we learned this morning?
Well, I can only speak for myself, but that whenever I don't feel safe, I tend to attack. That's something that I don't think I fully realized before. And that I got a better visual on my fairy tale, you know? And who I need to be in order to achieve it. What about you?
That business and relationships have a lot of similarities. I was responding to your reaction with logic instead of meeting you with emotion. If I would have met you with emotion, I would have been able to see like your actual pain point.
Yeah, it would have come a lot sooner.
Yeah.
I would have felt safe enough to open up about it.
Right. Instead, I met it with logic and trying to understand you through my lenses instead of putting myself in your shoes and meeting you at your emotional state. Which is why the bickering just kept on going. And then it wasn't until like we just both sat down, held each other's hands, and were able to just be completely vulnerable and let everything down that we were able to meet emotion with emotion.
But did you notice even then it was harder for me to do that than it was for you? Because I think I'm just more guarded than you. It's that trust. It goes back to that trust, you know? And the feeling safe.
A fairy tale is possible. But what they don't tell you is that you have to go through a nightmare to get there. Because it's fucking up. And like, even when, because in my understanding, like the last time we had an argument, to me, I implemented what you told me to do. Like, look, babe, address me this way. Like, give me a hug, make me feel a little more emotionally safe. And I felt like I did that. But I did that through my lenses, not through yours.
Exactly. And when I say, like, you know, meet me with emotion, it's gonna, like, again, it's gonna look different every time. It's not just like, sometimes I'm gonna need a hug and, you know, for you to baby me and be there, but sometimes I don't deserve that. You know, sometimes I don't need that. Sometimes I need you to meet me with that same emotion of, like, why are you angry right now? What is going on? Like, that isn't allowed here. Other times I'm just gonna need your presence. Other times I don't need you to talk, you know. Hey, let's go for a walk, you know. It just depends. And plus, obviously you're not gonna be perfect at that. We're gonna have to learn through these experiences. Because now next time you see me blow up, you're gonna go, oh no, now I know what she needs, you know. And yeah, you said, like, but I was there for you, but you were just going through the motions. Your ego was not completely down when you gave me that hug in the closet.
No, because I still felt your barrier up.
Yeah.
So I felt the need to, like, what's this nitro all about?
Can I try it?
That's nice.
Just tastes like a straight up coffee bean.
Exactly. And guess what, motherfuckers? We still have $25 to our name.
Period. We always have everything we need right when we need it. Everything we want right when we want it. That is abundance.
You look so beautiful, babes.
Thank you, babe. What was that? I didn't hear you.
What?
What did you say?
You look so beautiful, babes.
Oh. What was that?
We are entering the Kalushahashi. Now we're embarking on a trail. This is like your hometown trail, right?
This is just like a little trail, yeah. It's nothing crazy, but
It's
gonna be
nice.
pretty.
Yeah, it's by a big river. So I'm super excited. We have our cupper does as a man, always black. Yeah, we're super excited. Look at this beauty. It's just one road. Oh, it's so peaceful. We take nature for granted so much. You know, we get so consumed in the fucking daily bullshit.
And this.
And these fucking phones and... Granted, I'm recording right now, but...
No, but that's different. At least you're here.
Yeah. Even Ted to this morning, like, you know, so fucking consumed about makeup and hats and all this other bullshit. It doesn't matter. All that matters is just like enjoying this with somebody. Like, this is what it's all about. It's all because we let life stresses.
Ego.
Ego shit. So pretty. Look at that. Getting mesmerized by a fucking dragonfly.
Like, we watch like movies like Avatar and we think, oh, that's so cool. Like, imagine if
What
we
do
had
you think all
animals
that
like
shit's
that.
based on?
Yeah, it's based off of our current life. Like, that shit's some Avatar shit. That's so cool.
But like flip the roles, right? Put an avatar in our Earth. He'd be looking at that dragonfly like, oh my god,
gosh, that's
what
crazy.
beautiful. And they'd
I thought there was a crab there.
they'd appreciate it way more because they're in tune with nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, think about their hair, right? That's their spirit.
But we are too.
Yeah, we are too. They just don't have all this external shit fucking distracting them from their actual spirit.
Not even ancient people, but Native Americans. Like, they let their hair grow. Because all of it is in tune. All of it is connected.
Very true.
Hair is extremely spiritual, actually. It's Kelsey and her ex-boyfriend, Joey.
Rip. Shout out Kels. You can't buy this tranquility. Look at this, boys. Beautiful hawk.
Made it to the end of the trail.
And we have a friendly companion with us. He's within the mangroves. It's gonna be tough to see him. So we were discussing, would you guys prefer, a Key West adventure? Well, it all ties down to because
The only reason, let me just myself.
let me give him some context.
The only reason,
Let me give the
oh yeah,
context.
sorry.
Last year we went on, or 2 years ago, last year, whenever it was, we went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and there was this island called Ocean Key, and beautiful experience. There was nobody on the island, only the people in the cruise had
like the cruise.
Yeah, one of those cruise islands, and we only had access to it, and it was water, beautiful, crystal clear, like water was up to our nose and we could still see the fucking dirt hairs of our toes. And the crazy thing is that we were on that cruise for 5 days, and then right after we were in Miami about to take the car to go home, and our crazy ass was like, you want to go to Key West? And we stayed like another 2 nights in Key West. So we were just comparing like the adventures, because in Key West it was a completely different vibe, more rustic, more white American, lobster tail, beer, kayaking, mangroves, similar to this vibe. But in the Bahamas it was just more like tranquility, peace, tropical, beautiful beach.
And now, like, the Bahamas was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but if I'm gonna go to the Bahamas, like, I want to see like the raw Bahamas, I just felt like going to the cruise island, it was nice. Like, I'm not complaining, but it just felt almost fake.
Definitely.
Like,
it did feel like a simulation.
It felt like a simulation, and I don't like that.
Right.
Personally.
It was very enjoyable simulation, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it was very
just because
enjoyable.
nobody was there, we had the whole beach to ourselves, unlimited fucking frozen drinks.
But it's the same
We
concept.
indulged in some psychedelics.
It's the same concept with like food, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you have like the perfect little gummy candy that's like perfectly made.
It's the Eggos versus
the Eggos
versus the 4 eggs and avocado.
Yes.
They both taste amazing, but
one just feeds your soul so much more than the other.
Exactly. But again, in my defense, I've actually been to Bimini, which is the raw island with the Hilton and the actual, native folk in there, and you see how they live, and that's a beautiful experience. And then on top of that, you have the beach. That's why, in my defense, I'm always gonna pick that Bimini over the Bahama portion that we went to on the cruise.
Yeah.
But not to say that I fucking love the Keys. You wanna hold it for a little bit? My shoulder's getting fucking tired.
We were like having the debate of like, which is better, Key West or Bimini, or the island that we went to, and I said Key West all the way.
Yeah, and I see that argument, and I want to go back to Key West and experience it.
But I would like to go to the Bimini that you're talking about too.
Yes, we will go, and we're gonna stay in the Hilton, and because you stay in the Hilton, and you're able to rent a little golf cart, and then that golf cart you're able to drive it through, the little town there with the natives. And you'll see these boys like in sheds right by the beach, all fucking dark. They have a huge oven in there, shoveling coal and making fried lobster with what we call tostones.
And lobster pizza, you told me, right?
Lobster pizza, oh my God.
That's
so
amazing.
fucking good. You know, all homemade, crafted right there by them.
We got to appreciate this for now, though, too.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. This is something else right here. This is beautiful stuff. But yeah, we were just debating that. Let me know what you guys think. What would you rather, you know? Bimini, the simulation, you know, having full freedom, doing whatever the fuck you want, you knowing that it's fake. It's the egos and the cereal.
Well, what do you mean by full freedom? Because it's like Key West, you have full freedom too.
Yes, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's nobody else there to bother you.
But I see, that's where I felt like the people around us were just like,
AIs.
I'm sorry, but like, they
CPUs.
were like fat lards. Yeah, they were CPUs. That's what I felt like. I felt like in Key West, it was like the locals, like, yeah, they're loud, but they're just them.
You're there for the culture.
Exactly. You're not there to just like
forget
about your life.
I understand.
Know? Like that is their life.
What do you guys think in the comments? And somehow we ended up under a bridge. I truly do believe the universe always gives you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even started at Crunch, babe, I remember I told you this once, but there was only 2 ways to get to work. And again, I had a long commute, you know, waking up, so it would take me about an hour to get there. And one of the commutes, there was a street named Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other commute, there was a street named Higgins.
That's so crazy.
And I only put those 2 together, you know, after we started dating. Like having your first and last name on the only 2 commutes to get to work. Like the universe telling me, she's your answer.
It's like you manifested me, maybe, because you read it every day, or no?
Subconsciously, I've had
read it every day.
Every day, for the first 2 to 3 years that I was working at Crunch.
Crazy.
And then this woman just appears named Veronica Higgins at my job. And granted, the girl was in a 5-year relationship. And then somewhere along the way, we just started talking and having conversations exactly like this one, talking about the universe guiding our way.
One of the worst tragedies of my whole life happened, and I was forced to sit in a room with you and talk to you.
Talk about it.
Yeah, like I had bought my first car, and I freaking loved that thing. Like I had put $16,000 of my own saved up money towards this car. Like literally everything I had, I put towards it. And in the first 3 weeks, I crashed it. I was like, why me? And so I had to sit in the back room and wait to get picked up.
At 9 p.m.
It was like 8:30, yeah, 8:30.
That's when I would finish my shift. That's when I had my last client. And then before me taking that hour commute back home,
you would just sit and eat your
I would
meal.
just sit and eat my little rice and beef before going back. Because I had to eat another meal when I got home again to get my calories in. And you just stumbled your way there. And then it was every night.
We would just sit there and like talk. It was just like casual conversation, but then it would like get, you know, deeper about just like the universe and our beliefs and the way we view the world. And the first time that I realized that there was maybe something there was, I remember like I had just finished up with my last client, and I remember I took a little bit longer, and I went to the back room and you had already left. And like a part of me was like, damn. Like I was like sad, and then I was like, wait a minute, that was weird. Why am I like sad that he's not there? Yeah, like, but what you're saying is true. Like the universe always kind of like gives you hints.
You could either, take those hints and run with it and trust that everything's happening for a reason, or you can keep, turning your back away from it
and forcing your own way and thinking it's the best way.
Which is why nothing ever goes according to how you envisioned it.
Or why you stay stuck.
We get so caught up in just ourselves and what's
controlling
the outcome,
Jinx, you owe me your drinks.
Instead of letting go and like, what are the signs in front of me? What is where's the universe pointing me to?
But you didn't like get with, like when I started there, you weren't like, oh, Veronica Higgins.
No,
my life.
I didn't realize that. I never put two and two together until I was already with you. Yeah, I was so, me, like,
yeah, just
at
like,
that time I was so focused on my personal development that I didn't really care. Like, did I acknowledge she was attractive? 100%. But I was so focused in like figuring myself out, working on my physique, getting my money up at Crunch, being the best personal trainer there I could be. When she just got there, I was like, yeah, just another female that's gonna probably work here for another 3 to 4 months and then leave. Because that's usually the rotation at Crunch. But little did we know. And then it was until, like situations like that, then coincidentally we came across, having to do the same hack squat sets.
Yeah, we had to work. Well, we didn't have to work out together. It just happened to be that way because his like buddy at the time was kind of like my mentor, like my head coach. And so he wanted me to work out with them. And then he had to go do something. He had to go leave. And so we finished off the workout. And I remember we were doing the walking lunges. And we hadn't talked really. And then you asked me, so how are you? Or something like that. And I was like, I'm good. And you were like, no, like, how are you really? And I was like... and I just like felt, because I didn't give a fuck. I just felt safe, like, for some reason, sharing my business. And so I just laid it out there, and I was like, that's how I'm feeling. And like we were very vulnerable, I think, with each other from the very beginning. What do you say?
Yeah. Which is different, and I think that attracted us to each other instead of the physical.
Yeah.
It was more like, okay, what's the inner connection?
That's the thing. It's there was a true connection. There was no need to chase anything. There was no need to force anything. It was just so natural, organic connection.
Because we were both fully confident with who we were. That it's like, okay, if this person fucks with me, cool. If I fuck with her, cool.
You weren't trying to chase an outcome out of the situation.
Definitely.
Where before it would have been like, oh, she's attractive. Let me talk to her so that A, B, and C happens.
Right, to get an outcome out of it.
Yeah, so that maybe, something will happen. But no, it was just pure, just ourselves, no ego, just conversation.
Authenticity.
Authentic conversation. And I remember afterwards, did we go to lunch that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to eat at Qdoba, but again, like, it didn't mean anything to me. I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong, genuinely, just because I was like, I'm just going to lunch with a coworker, like, we're just getting bowls because it's time for lunch. Like, it's either, we were both going there anyway, you know what I mean? It was like, either we go there and walk together and talk, or pretend like we don't know each other and go get lunch, you know what I mean? So it's like we just went, and then again we had a great conversation. I believe we were talking about like religion and stuff, right?
To the topic of religion.
Yeah.
I was very anti-faith at the time.
And I was anti-religion. I was very like spiritual, like talking about my own little philosophies.
I was just fully rational. and
Yeah,
logical
he
at the
was
time.
so logical. You were like full-blown like atheist. Like
Bro.
very like
Yeah.
scientific, like God is not real.
If I didn't see it, I didn't believe it.
Yeah, no.
Much different now. What we tie back into what? Because of her. She's completely changed my life.
You completely changed my life. Remember I didn't believe in evolution? Like, how do you not believe in
Didn't believe
evolution?
in Darwinism.
Yeah, I remember that conversation we had. You were like, "What? Like, what do you mean you don't believe in evolution? Like, it's science. Like, it's what happens."
You mind if I get some Joes?
Oh, be my guest.
An extra.
An extra.
An extra couple
An extra espresso.